I'm very happy about. It's been a very high viewer count tonight. In comes LaRue, and we can move to the interview screen in just a second.
User was moved to your channel.
Hello, LaRue. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
You pleased?
Yeah, I am. It was a good match.
Harder than expected or easier?
No, it wasn't. I'm not gonna say harder or easier because we didn't know what they were gonna do against us since we had the new strats, and so
as expected is what you're saying, or unexpected. Who knows?
What surprised me though was that first set, like those 2 draws. I was a bit. I was thinking to myself like, okay, this can still go both ways. Like they're prepared.
Yeah, they were kind of ready for it. I mean, what do you think of the way they dealt with the 6 cav?
I don't know. They were very defensive, and that was sort of because with the 6 cav and those saddle horse that you dismount, you're supposed to be aggressive. So them being defensive, it does sort of defeat the purpose of having 6 cav, and that was sort of what stopped us from getting all the rounds there. So I think it was good. But I don't know. I don't think it's the most efficient way to deal with, because what you do is like you're just sitting back and you're like, okay, you guys come at us. We're not going to move out, even not when there's flags. We're going to try getting early kills and then snowballing you. And I don't know if that's the way I would try to counter a tactic with 6 cav. But it worked. Obviously it was 2 draws. Second set was a bit less, but
Yeah. Well, second set was a lot less. It was 4
yeah.
And we had sort of teams sort of just lunging in for the flag just at the last second, trying to get in there. Certainly, even in the first round, which was obviously a draw.
Yeah.
I think that was a blunder from IG, really. I mean, they could have kept hands off that flag probably if they'd done a bit better.
Yeah, for sure. Like we were in TS there, and seconds was going down, and Azan was like, "Get on the flag, you're gonna get a draw." And we were like, "Anders, get on the flag!" Like shouting out TS. Anders like, "Yeah." He gets on the flag, get a draw. I was like, "Yeah, that was quite a relief."
Yeah, I think it's the mistake is in IG's hands there because
for sure. Yeah,
they had the advantage. So a couple of rounds like that as well. I feel like the last round of the third set. I mean, where like neither team did anything until 30 seconds left in the round.
Yeah,
which is just insane.
That's sort of what countered our strategy. It was like they were so defensive. Like on Sandy's first set I played, like they were so defensive, and you can't, like, I'm not going to push into their spawn when they obviously have a crossfire. It's made for me to walk in and get my head shut off.
Not only defensive, but so patient. Like,
it's
just so patient, just waiting until the last second, the very last second. Perhaps too patient as well. I feel like that round where it was like 30 seconds and no one did anything, I feel like if they just piled onto the flag, they could have got a draw as well.
Yeah.
But I guess they needed wins anyway at that point. But yeah, they put on an impressive game. They did some nice stuff.
Yeah, especially big shout out to Triari because he's a beast.
He was insane. Yeah,
he was really good.
Best archer? Are you calling it? Are you handing over the crown?
No. No. He's good though. He's very good. He's probably like. No, I'm not going to give you my professional, obviously professional opinion about Triari, but he's a very good player.
He is very good. Yeah.
Like, he was, for me, he was what got IG those 2 rounds on Sandy's and made Sandy such a hell for us to play. Like,
yeah, I think
he's so good close map. If we had to put someone on him to shut him down, like, hey, you shut him down, because if you don't, he will get those headshots, which is
he's really good at finding space as well. Like always just getting like little nice areas, like up on that rock, up on the ladder, giving himself some time to shoot or whatever. Yeah. And those jump bump slashes and jump bump lances and stuff is crazy coming from A.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
I do think we made a couple of mistakes though on, like, we could have team play wise done a bit better on Sandy's, but yeah, in the
tell
end,
me specifically about what mistakes you thought you made.
Sorry, the first round, as we talked about, we are not being shut down. Our archer on the stairs, Spirit Face, went down because he was being pressured, but like, honestly, I was thinking he could have got up there, we could have gotten some support, and if he would have been up there, we could have shut down Triari, and that would have prevented him from making those 3 headshots, which would have probably won us the round.
Yeah, I think you're possibly right there. And also, I think Bliv could have won a flag round as well. He sort of choked in the last second and went down.
But that was so stressful since they were getting down as well, and
Yeah.
That was...
poor Bliv as well. I do love Bliv, so I hope he doesn't take it too hard, and obviously he still got the win, so it doesn't matter in the end.
Yeah.
But I knew that his spirit would have been crushed there.
Honestly, seeing as IG is playing right now, this was a very fun and tense match, and I hope we can meet again in the playoffs, which would be pretty fun.
I think that seems like a very likely outcome.
Yeah, I think so too, so that's good.
Yeah, It's cool. We have a big Battlefoot t-shirts there. Elsewhere, what sort of, I mean, what do you think that ultimately it was that made you win though in the end? Like, why do you think that even though you said like you played well, why did you win? Why was it they just beat them?
Maybe we played better. No.
You really pleased how you played?
No, but myself, no. I was. I'm not feeling too good right now, so I missed a couple of shots. But yeah, I think the other players in our team played good. I had a good set. I think second set runes ended 8-0, which was good. But, could have done better on Sandy's. Whatever though. I think all in all we played good. I think we have such strong Cav players. We have Peter, obviously, Shema, Azan, all those players up there. And if you get 6 Cav, and you have 3 of the top 15, top 10 Cav players in the world on your team, that's good.
Very important, yeah. Peter as well, making his kind of competitive debut, I guess, for you guys.
Yeah.
You impressed with him? Pleased with how he's been working out?
I love playing with Peter. He has a very unique sense of the game, a very unique sort of a game awareness. No, it's true. He does. He has a natural flair of just killing people on his horse. It's very weird.
Yeah, you're right. You must have been pretty happy when Foams was sat there like a Burke raising the flag instead of killing Peter's horse as well.
Yeah.
Like that was a horrible mistake I think from IG, letting Peter get that horse. But I guess when you're pushed to the limits, you can make little errors like that.
Well, you can't though. Like that's what I've been starting to notice. Like on this level of play, like every small mistake you make really comes back to bite you.
I mean, those mistakes happen, is what I'm saying. Obviously, you can't get away with them. Obviously, they a runnable thing for you. Other than that,
well, actually, I think there's a few tweets coming in for questions.
Oh, really?
People have asked to ask.
Oh my!
Go ahead. You really
he's such a popular figure. And I'll read them out here. Sirkan asks, "Why is Anders such an amazing archer?"
That's not what he asked.
Ask him. I think I'm just thinking, because he's got natural talent of shooting people in the head on mount&blade warband.
It was
got a very special way
amazing.
of looking at the game and
you only
shooting both.
2 archers on ruins, but you made it seem like much more LaRue, you and Anders together. And
I like playing with Anders. He's a good archer to team play with. That archer, sort of interaction going on.
By Wolfpack, LaRue, thoughts on the new Cav meta as an archer? What are your thoughts? Crying salty tears for the class balance?
Well, what it comes down to, what this strategy does is just it breaks the sort of stale meta of, hey, I'm just going to split up as much as I can, push that splitting up to the limits, and try to outflank and outmaneuver my opponent. And that's what this strat is supposed to counter. You split up, we'll come at you with 6 Cav and just fucking stomp you in the ground.
Yeah. And
so I think there's 2 options. Either people sort of become more defensive about their pushes and sort of mind game the 6 Cav into baiting an attack where they don't want to attack, or people can play very defensive like I cheated today.
Do you think it's something which is going to just be permanently installed? Do you think this is how Openmap's going to be played eventually by everyone, or do you think it's something which is going to be worked out and then used sort of here and there or less?
Well, I think I had this talk with you last WNL. I think Warband is sort of more switching over to rock paper scissors. Yeah, rock paper scissors mechanism in which you're going to have sort of different basic strategies which all have a counter and something they work to. So I think this could be a step to that. Because this is obviously this doesn't work on a map like Sandy's.
I mean, I feel like we sort of even had that at some point, like in the Warband meta, like maybe a long time ago. But it was countered by people taking the most balanced thing they could do and just working out how to kind of beat everything with that. In like some cases, and sort of it being okay against everything. Do you think that it will revert back to that then, or do you think we're going to see more things like
I agree
one
with
round
you.
we do something extreme, then one round something else but extreme again, and that's like that kind of thing? Or
well, yeah, I agree with you in the way that it's sort of like people go to that one setup that works against everything, but that's why the other setups become some more extreme. Like you don't like 6 Cav, 2 archers, of which 2 Cav are dedicated to just dismounting and slaughtering the people. It works pretty good on an open map. Like even if you get a balanced build of 2 infantry, 3 archers, 3 Cav, like 6v3 Cav is not even funny.
Yeah, you're right.
So I think you're still gonna have that basic 3-3-2 or 2-3-3 depending on what map, but then you're gonna have like more extreme builds.
Well, it's exciting to see how it will evolve in the future as well. For AE now, this is I guess one of the top 3 down. The next one you're playing in week 6, which is Kurwa. Are you worried about any of the other teams in the meantime, or is this just coasting for you now until Kurwa comes up?
Well, to be honest, I'm not that worried about Korvat.
You're not worried about Kurwa either. So it's
We
coasting
played
for the
them
whole
in
thing
training
now.
match, and we did pretty good. Obviously, we're not going to underestimate them. That'd be stupid since what happened in ECS, but should be okay.
So
I'm
you're not
looking
worried.
forward
So you're
to
not worried at all
fighting.
then.
Sorry, what?
You're not worried at all now then. It's just coasting now.
I think Inquisition could be a bit of a hard one. But I think IG was sort of our prime contestant. I'm looking forward to fighting Saracens though. I have a lot of respect for them. I don't know, like, they just seem like a bunch of fun guys. So it'll be good fighting them again.
Fair enough. And well, either way, you'll start to fight IG in the playoffs, and I think a lot could change by then. So
Yeah.
there's still challenges remaining, I think, for A.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. No, like we're not gonna say we're gonna win everything because we're just it's not gonna happen.
Well,
We have
it
to
might
work as
happen.
every team. We have to work like as on. We I think we spent 3 days on TS on our own server, getting this 6 gav stuff worked out. I don't know. I mean, like even obviously we have to put in effort.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
The hard work is what pays off.
Yeah, man.
And
You want the t-shirts?
yeah, that's if you want t-shirts, you got to work hard for them. Or you can work for Tailworlds and just buy them because you make money off Warband. However you like it. Anything else you want to say about the match, or anything sort of took you by surprise, or anything you want to comment on it?
Yeah. Want to give a shout out to Tommy Boy, who recently joined A and couldn't play today because he's reworking his home, and yeah, he asked me for a shout out. So Tommy Boy, here you go.
So I also got benched. Well, you can do shout outs as well, but I mean like anything else you want to
about
say
the
about
match?
the league or the match?
I think not really. It's only like the second week, so I think a lot of things will become clear. There's a lot of strong teams that still sort of have to get into the flow of things, because like teams like A and IG. I mean, this is a standard for us. We play these big tournaments all the time, but if you see teams in Div B and Div C, they might have to still get some sort of in their comfort zone. I think that could change a couple of things.
Okay then. Any shout outs other than Tommy Boy? Obviously, you already shouted out to.
No, that's about it.
Okay, well, congratulations from us, and big thanks to everyone who watched. We had a pretty good view count tonight, and all the players as well, putting on a pretty impressive show with some crazy, insane rounds.
Lived up to the hype.
Definitely did, yeah. And thanks to E-Man as well for coming and commentating as well. My regular co-cast, always a pleasure. Talk with you about Warband while we're looking at it and shoving it in people's faces. It's one of my favourite things to do. So, after all that, I think it's good night from me.
Out for a stroll, are we?